Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ambassadorial Wing. And tonight, we continue our Ambassadorial Christmas party. And tonight, we are revisiting a great 80s classic, Bruce Willis, Bonnie Bedelia, the late Alan Rinkman, Reginald VelJohnson, Die Hard. And with me this evening, I've got two newbies and one returning guest to the Ambassadorial Wing. I've got Sir Talks-A-Lot and YetiCast, and of course, my good friend Mongo's Big Think. Gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Hey. And being this is your first time Talks-A-Lot and YetiCast, we have officially popped your ambassadorial cherry. So I hope it hurt. So
that's fantastic.
Out at that dad joke. I'm done. Done.
And very quickly to the chat, Elihu Hernandez, the great one himself, and Lasso of Truth. I think I just saw you a little while ago over on another cast. It was like YetiCast. That's it. And also that Nigel movie guy. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you as well. So, guys, glad to have you all here tonight. This is a great movie. This is an icon of the 80s. And just, this introduced the world to Bruce Willis.
Yeah, this one's not going to burn my soul.
No.
Not like what we were watching.
And I don't care what anybody says. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. And also to the chat, my good friend, Superior Hero Reviews. Good to see you, bud. I completely understand. Hey, the struggle is real, and I'm saying this. I'm not even a dad, so I get it, bud. So if you can't make it, there's always next time. Of course, I'll be over on your channel this coming Friday. So, but back last year when I did my very first live stream, I did a Christmas live stream. I said if I'm still around in a year, we would settle this debate and we would do a watch party for Die Hard. And tonight, we're going to settle that debate. So, gentlemen, yay or nay, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I want to point out, you had an entire year to figure out you needed to open this stream with "Welcome to the party, pal." Like, that would have been the best way to open it.
Well, I did put it in the chat at the very top and everything. I said, "Welcome to the party, pal." And I just got a message from our good friend LDG Pixels of Pixelated and LDG Pixels, the waiting room. He says got about 10 minutes and then the movie will be ready. Of course, I have my own copy on Blu-ray and DVD, and I'm watching on my 4K TV and my 4K player, and everybody's going, I hate you, Ambassador. We're frozen.
We're frozen. Damn it, they're following me. They're coming after me again.
It's the tech gremlins.
Okie dokie. Well, it's not showing that I'm frozen on my end. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I bet you anything, it was just the chat screwing with us. So we just stopped playing the movie because they were just messing
It was so bad. Yeah.
They wanted it to stop. They just wanted us to turn it off. So they lied.
Lasso of Truth. Shame on you. Shame for shame. But yeah, you know, guys and gals, if there's any gals in the chat, if they're lurking, Christmas is truly one of my favorite times of year. Hello, I'm wearing a Snoopy. It's back. Okay.
Awesome.
And I
That
was
hat's
like,
the best.
I
said that hat's the best.
It's even got a little bell that drives our cat crazy. So, but yeah, honestly, you know, growing up, I watched this movie on cable. Oh, well, excellent Lasso of Truth. I wasn't sure if you were or not, but okay, cool. Because Lasso of Truth, Wonder Woman. Duh, hello. Okay. So you identify as
Lost him.
I am not the ambassadorial wing, and the ambassador is not PC. I am not politically correct. Never have been, never will be. Will never be a thing here.
Trust me, bro. Lasso don't care. She's down for that.
I figured. So, as soon as, and you know, I just want to send a huge shout out to my good friend, our good friend LDG. He is a really groovy guy. He puts together, he helps out so many. I mean, Yaycast, he just helped you out with your sound problems. He helps me out with these watch parties and everything. And the guy deserves some major props. Just saying. Mm-hmm. You know, and I will say this, guys, y'all stream earlier, even though it had some few little problems. You'll have you have some great chemistry. You had a really good stream going and everything, and I really enjoyed it. So,
well, thank you.
Hey.
Yes, thank you very much.
And folks, to those of you in the chat, go subscribe to these guys. Go subscribe to Sir Talks a Lot. Go subscribe to Bongo. Go subscribe to YetiCast. You know, hold on 2 seconds. I will actually, because I have that power. Oh. I can, well, obviously I have that power. It's my channel. I have the power. Sorry.
He's way more professional than me. He had it ready. He's getting the links to put in there for everyone. I just told them, you know, yeah, go find it. Go find it.
Well, I don't always, but I try to remember to do that sort of thing. Anything? Let's see. Yeti. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm typing.
Okay.
How long ago?
Now I know what happened to you guys when you said the exact same thing.
Well, I'm Sir Talks a Lot. I'm on YouTube at Sir Talks a Lot. Twitter, Sir Talks a Lot _YT. I do only talk sometimes because I think it's rude to interrupt Yeti. Jeez. I call myself a clinically strange comedian, but I have a good time. My channel does not feature any politics anymore. I've made that conscious decision. And then, yeah, I'm leaving Twitter soon. So,
come on over to Instagram. It's a lot more fun.
I'll think about it. I'm over on Parler right now. Sir Talks a Lot _YT.
Okay. So hey, whatever works for you, man. Whatever works. Truly.
Trying it out. Yeah.
Talks a Lot is your channel under your name, or is it something different?
Nope, it's under my name as you see it on my name tag. Sir Talks a Lot.
Talks.
Yeah, there you are. Exactly as you see it. Because I tried searching for him today to put in his links, and it wasn't coming up.
Yeah, that is the most annoying thing. You try to find someone, but you miss a letter. Or
Talks a Lot. Do you only have one video?
No.
Okay.
I got like.
Oh, okay. I think I typed it in wrong. I think I typed. Yeah, I typed it in wrong.
No, there's like 30 other channels that are named Sir Talks a Lot, but I'll be the nice guy, and once I get the copyright back through that.
There we go. There you are. There you are. How do you not have a? You know what? By tonight, you will have 100 subscribers.
All right, I'm okay with that, even if I can't stick around for the whole movie.
And hey, that's fine. You have an open invite. Oh. And really quickly to the chat, another good friend of the channel, another longtime friend of the Ambassadorial Wing, Moira Kitty. Moira, my friend, good evening, madam. Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you, ma'am. Hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while. And folks, the link I just put in was for Sir Talks a Lot. Sir Talks. There we go. That's Sir Talks a Lot's channel. Mongo, I think you know what? I'll go ahead and put your channel in, even though I've done it before. I don't care. I help out my friends. Call me Wacky.
Thank you.
Mongo's Big Ink. Okay. I think
You know, at some point, Mongo, you and I should do a Godzilla watch along of some
Yeah.
kind.
Oh, yeah.
Quick question. Do any of you have HBO Max?
I do
No.
not.
I've not been incentivized enough to get that yet.
You want incentive? I will give you incentive. They have all the Godzilla movies.
Yeah. Mhm.
All of
They
them?
have some really good original series too that I recommend. One that I just recently did some reviews with Nerdy in Many Ways and everything, Raised by Wolves. And I just recently started watching his Dark Materials. Two
Oh.
really good original series that are being. And really, also real quick to the chat, Robert Rose Jr. Robert Rose, I hope like heck tonight that the link works and that you can watch along with us. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going wrong on your end. I don't know if it's something on my end or your end, but I do apologize. But I appreciate you being here all the same. Okay. Mongo, is your I'm trying to remember. Is your channel all one word or is it separated?
All separate. All separate.
Okay. Mongo's big think. Here we go. Come on. For Pete's sakes. You're killing me here, YouTube. Not literally, figuratively. Hey, Mongo, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look up your channel and put it in the private chat, and I'll share it that way.
All righty.
Because I want to pop yours in as well. So, and LDG, I just want to say I got your message. Thank you ever so much. You, sir, you're aces. I don't care what anybody else says about you. You, sir, are aces. You, well, as I said, you're groovy. And yes, I mean it that way. In the immortal words of Bruce Campbell or Ash, groovy. So, but yeah, as I was saying a few minutes ago, back last year when I started doing my live streams and everything, I was like, we're going to have this discussion and we're going to have some fun with this because I grew up watching Die Hard, but it was always the censored version. It was always the cable version.
Yeah.
And were you able to find my links?
Huh?
Oh, were you able to find my link?
Oh, but you sent it to me, remember?
Oh, okay.
It's two ends, not one. Learn to type, I mess.
It is funny how that happens. Like I remember watching The Patriot so much on TV, and then actually watching it outside of TV, and there's some cool stuff here and there, and then same with Braveheart. I'm like, damn, this is pretty badass. It's pretty extra here and there.
Yeah,
it's always neat seeing that. It's like a new movie almost.
Yeah, there's a lot they cut out for TV, and then you see the uncut the first time, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like
a whole different level.
Lord of the Rings. The first time you watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition, you're like, oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right? Okay, and LDG, I am seeing the 21st Century Fox, back when it was still a thing, up on SciTube. LDG, thank you, my friend. And folks, I am going to go ahead and I will put the link in the chat and all that, so you can all watch along with us and enjoy the fun. If you don't have a copy of Die Hard, I've already done my spiel about I have Die Hard because I'm awesome, but everybody here is awesome. All right, Copy. Okay, come on, work with me here. Copy link address. Thank you very much. And come on, again. Okay. I will pin the link up at the top, and everybody pile in over there, but you don't have to go anywhere. We're going to stay right here on YouTube, and we're going to watch this. Just make sure you don't have the sound running. And to the chat, Positive Candor. It has been a while, my friend. Good to see you. Glad you're here. And watch along link. Here we go. Paste. And there's the link, folks. Anything if you want to, it's pinned up at the top. Anything for anybody that might come in late. And once y'all are in there, I will hit that little play button and we will get the show going. So, but yeah, as you were saying, Mongo, the first time you ever watched the extended cut of Lord of the Rings, you're like, holy crap, this is what they cut out?
Yeah. My favorite part was I was watching it in college, and the second movie, and there's that horse, Brago. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's a horse. And then seeing the extended edition, I'm like, what the heck? That's way cooler now.
Okay. Okay, what's going on? Okay, there we go. All right. If y'all are in there, let me know verbally or in the chat, and we will get it going here.
All righty. I am in.
Yeah, I'm in there.
All right. Give me 2 seconds.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, I actually have to go to work now.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, Sir Talks a lot. I'm glad you're able to pop in for a little bit, and
Yeah, it was good
we'll
to be on.
see. Next week there won't be a watch party. Gonna do something a little different and everything. But the week after, we're gonna do another Christmas watch party. We're gonna watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Probably will be on a Wednesday night and everything, unless I decide to change things up. And I will keep you in the loop. And everybody, go subscribe to Sir Talks a Lot. Let's get him to 100 subs or 100 plus. Same thing with YetiCast. Let's get him bumped up as well. So. But Sir Talks a Lot. It's a pleasure to meet you, and we'll talk to you later. And you have a good night, man.
See ya.
All right. All right. Counting down. Excellent, Superior. So, all right, folks. Counting down. From 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
I'm so glad he didn't start at 20. That just would have been brutal.
There we go.
Oh, and Sir Talkslock said he clicked the button too early and says sorry.
Well, that's okay. No worries.
Yeah. He just messaged me. He's like, make sure they know I clicked it too early.
And everybody, let me know in the chat if it's running clear for you, if you're able to get in okay and everything. And wait a minute, I know that actor. I've seen him in stuff before. Who? Not Bruce Willis, the other guy. Dang it, who is that guy? Take your socks and shoes off and walk around barefoot and make fists with your toes. I know that actor. This is going to drive me nuts all night. I've seen him in stuff before. Hey, look, everybody. Bruce Willis when he still had hair. Although I will say, unlike some other people, he looks good bald. I don't even want to think about what I would look like.
He can
bald.
pull it off. He could definitely pull it
he
off.
can.
Yeah, you can.
Well, go ahead,
Some
Mongo.
people have the look. Others, they just look like a weird baby.
And to quote the late great George Carlin, he doesn't look like an uncircumcised penis. And like other white men who shave their head completely bald. And can anybody name what other movie a dad brings a big stuffed bear for their child. It's actually a '90s movie, I think, or it might be late '80s. I can't remember. Anybody?
Actual movie trivia. I don't know.
I got no clue.
Big stuffed bear. No, I don't know.
Hunt for Red October.
Oh,
Remember?
That is a good movie. That's such a good movie.
I did a review for it a few months ago. No, Robert Rose. I'm not Reginald Vale Johnson. Yeah, that's the cop. I'm talking about the actor who was on the plane with Bruce Willis. I recognize him from other stuff. I can't remember what. It's gonna drive me nuts. So,
yeah, I am so terrible with names.
It's okay. Don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I'm usually really good with names, so don't feel bad. Hey, look, Brian Bedelia.
It's half the reason why in my reviews I just make up names as I go. You know, just it's the only way I can associate who it is because I have no idea what their names are. I just lose it.
Yeah. And Superior Hero Reviews, yes. Rest in peace, Sean Connery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well the good ones are dying, and we've got some good actors nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Moira, it's okay. We're past that point at this stage and everything. It was the actor that was sitting next to Bruce Willis on the airplane at the beginning, telling him to make ball fists with his feet to help him relax and de-stress. Lucy McLean speaking.
And it is such a relief to watch a good movie this time. Oh,
usually, Yeti, I do either reviews or watch parties for good movies. And everything. A few weeks ago, back in November, I actually did I did a roast of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, nice.
And that was honestly, that was a lot of fun. I will not lie to y'all. It was
Which one did you do?
The one with Jeremy Irons and Thora Birch.
Oh, yeah.
So the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just did a roast review of the third.
Oh, I didn't know they had done that many. Well,
Yeah.
somebody asked me if I go ahead, Yeti.
Oh, it's way better than the first. Like the actual story it's half decent. It's still terrible, but I don't know. It feels a lot more like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm. And look at Bibedia's big hair.
Yes.
She's had a pretty good career and everything. The crazy thing is, after this one, I didn't watch all of the Die Hards. I watched the third one. I really liked it. I watched Live Free or Die Hard.
Those new ones are pretty rough, though.
Yeah, I did like Live Free or Die Hard. I did enjoy that one or anything, but I didn't watch the one after that.
Well, it's like they completely misunderstood the character by that point. He's good in this because he's just a regular guy. He's a cop in a bad situation. And then they try to turn him into a superhero that's throwing
an action hero.
Cars, cars into a helicopter. Like that, in this movie, he doesn't have shoes. He's grounded in reality. And that makes, it makes us root for him. And we also know that it could go bad at any point. In the later ones, there's no fear. He's just like, he's a superhero at that point. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And very quick to the chat, Lasso of Truth. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it as always, and hope to see you again soon. So
she stuck around my whole miserable stream, so big thank you to her.
Yes. So, and hey, Moira, if you are free and you want to join the chat, I can DM you the link and everything if you want to pop in, or if you just want to lurk and watch, that's fine too, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you here regardless. So
would love to have you in, but man, yeah.
And can I just say, yes, this movie is dated. This is from the 1980s. And Argyle's talking about we got CD, CB, VHS, full bar TV, and I'm thinking none of those things exist anymore because they would have different things now.
Hey, he's down to earth. He doesn't want to sit in the back of a limo because he,
Exactly.
he just feels weird there. Like he's just a likable guy here.
Yeah, totally. This is Chris, based on the novel by Roderick Thorpe.
Oh wow! I gotta get around to reading that. I hear that Rambo is also an adaptation of a book, right? Or First Blood. Right?
I think so.
That'd be fun to read, at least one.
Okay, Robert Rose. It won't load for me for some reason. I'm using the Cricket wireless network, which runs off of AT&T network. I use Samsung mobile browser. Or Prey SideTube works for me though. Robert Rose, I'm not exactly sure where the hitch is there. I am sorry. Truly, I am. I feel bad. I feel like you're being gypped and everything, and I don't like that. So if I knew what was wrong, I could probably tell you how to figure it out. But I'm good with computers, but I'm not an expert like, well, our friend LDG is. So, goody.
Oh,
somebody saying off fire. That's on my end, folks. Somebody saying off fireworks. Don't ask me why, but they are.
Okay.
It ain't New Year's and it ain't Christmas. At least not yet. And generally, you don't celebrate Christmas with fireworks.
Yeah.
Just saying. But what do I know?
That age-old holiday of December 9th.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Nakatomi Plaza.
Good grief. That is so lo-fi, but
Oh,
wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
This is some advanced technology.
But you know what? And to the chat, Master of None. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, I had a brain fart. Brian, if you want to join the chat, I can. If you want to join in, just let me know and I'll DM you the link, bud.
You know, it's so much easier to get lost in this movie rather than, just try and make fun of it.
Well, it's because it's quality cinema. I generally watch. As I said, I usually cover quality cinema. I don't cover bad cinema on my channel. Although I could diversify a little bit. I could do roasts. Well, wait a minute. I am doing a couple of roasts next month.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. And those are gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed that YouTube kept, shutting those down because we were just starting to, get some steam going.
I know.
Starting to get the click and, talking figured out. Oh, and then they just hit us.
Yeah. Yeti, next time you want to do a watch party, as LDG told me, give him like 24 hours notice. Yeah. I would give him 48 just as a courtesy and everything. Yeah. He can probably, whatever you want to find, he can probably set it up for you on SideTube, and you all can do that and not have to worry about YouTube and their shenanigans.
Well, I'm going to try and make it a weekly thing.
Okay.
Doing these types of roasts. That way I have a little something in between my reviews because it takes me so long to do. And then I can have on some rolling guests, we had I had a couple people message me that wanted to jump on, but we already started talking and making the jokes. And it was just
Jesus,
and I'm so new to all this, so I had no idea what I was doing back there.
Yeti, I'm not gonna say I know everything about about YouTube and all, but I've been around for a year and I've learned a lot. So if you got any questions, by all means, DM me on Twitter and we can talk. We can talk shop and everything.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I
appreciate that.
and all that jazz. So
I just want to know how to get my searchability up. But we can talk about that later. This is movie time.
Oh, and hey, there's Ellis
Sorry there, boss.
doing a little
bit
little
of business
skiing
here.
with his nose.
Doing a little accounting here, counting the numbers here, boss.
Hey, Brian, if you're still in the chat, bud, and you just want to watch along, I've pinned the link up at the top and everything of the chat. So, link's right there. All you gotta just click on it. So, food, drink, watered down champagne. It didn't really. Hey, we're flexible. Pearl Harbor didn't work out, so we got your tape decks. And fun fact, that guy actually, the guy that plays Mr. Nakatomi, was in Midway, the old Midway. Not
wow.
Yeah, didn't realize that, did you? Yeah. He played. Well, obviously, he played one of the admirals, I think. I can't remember which one, but yeah. And I think he was in a few of the old Godzilla movies. It's a few of the Toho Godzilla movies.
Now that is the pure essence of 80s hair right there. Oh man.
Yeah, you've got Bedelia, you've got Bruce Willis, you got the guy playing Ellis, and then you've got Mr. Nakatomi. Yeah, that is absolutely the antithesis of male and female hair, all in one shot. Uh-oh. And here come the bad guys.
They're not bad. They're just misunderstood.
They're entrepreneurs. Come on.
Schließ das Fenster. What? Shoot the glass. I actually took German in high school. I remember a little bit of it. Fenster means window, which could technically translate to glass. Why does my YouTube tab keep freezing? Stupid YouTube tab. Pomona. Yeah. I have a spare bedroom. We're still married. Master of None, you are quite welcome, bud, and always a pleasure to have you in the chat. So,
oh goodness,
what? Little Christmas party whoopee.
Yeah.
I never went to a Christmas party where that happened. Of course, I never worked for a multinational corporation either. Probably never will, but that's okay. I'd rather work for the Almighty than work for a multinational. Because, well, he's universal. Sorry, bad Christian joke, which unfortunately there's many of.
You know, this is one of the things that is so effective about the film. You know, he just comes in here, he wants to unwind, so he takes off his shoes so they can breathe, and that just, it unfolds the rest of the movie. It's such an intricate part of this, and it's so effective. It's so effective in grounding him. Like he can't go running because there's glass everywhere. Exactly. It's such a simple thing that you just don't see done very often or ever. I don't know any other film that's done that.
Very true.
And
I stand corrected. The character's name is Mr. Takagi, not Mr. Nakatomi.
Yeah.
So, oops, my bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good. But it's easy to empathize with him, you know, being in this kind of setting. Like, we all know how it feels going to a business party or a Christmas, any kind of gathering, and you're the one who doesn't know anybody.
Yes.
You're like, oh, yeah, this is my wife's workplace, or this is, you know, these are people my wife knows really well.
I am so bad in those situations.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have a drink and yeah, I'll walk around. Oh, some dude kissed my cheek. Okay.
It's who's the guy staring at me weird?
No idea, and I don't think I want to know.
And why did he follow me home?
Like, dude, I like you and all, but go away. I'm not
Oh yeah.
okay. Can I just say it that security guard looks just a little bit, not exactly, just a little bit like Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, I need to see him again.
Oh wow, he wanted a little pizzazz. Good on him for being able to kind of vault, gymnastics over that desk.
I know, right? And is it just me, or does the blonde remind you of Vigo the Carpathian
Oh,
for
my
Ghostbusters
God,
2?
Yes. Vigo.
Fun fact: they actually had to dub the actor's voice out and they got Max von Sydow to do the voice.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. That's so cool, though.
I know, right?
Whoa. Oh.
And gee, where have I seen those before? Oh yeah, Black Widow had them. Oof, man, even the blood looks good. Good squibs, good squib work. And here he is.
Just a fantastic villain.
That is okay. I'm just going to say it for a villain. That is a majestic beard. Of course, Alan Rickman always usually had a very majestic beard, except for when he played Service Snipe. But he still had majestic looking hair.
Yes,
the man was just majestic. Give me one name. Give me one word to describe Alan Rickman. Majestic.
Unforgettable.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
And there's our computer guy doing his computery things. I remember one time I watched this when I was a kid. Was when we had cable, and no ambulance. LDG, good to see you, man. And LDG, good to see you, bud. And thank you again for all that you do, and for just being an awesome fella. Yes, Neon Sci-Fi. Yeah, as Dr. Lazarus. Alexander Dane is actually the name of the guy who played Dr. Lazarus on Galaxy Quest, played by Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman portraying Alexander Dane, who portrayed Dr. Lazarus.
Oh, wow. Props on him for being able to slide down them stairs things.
I know, right?
Oh, my goodness. Oof.
Okay. Well, I think there's I think one of the Germans here are I think they were actually a ballet dancer. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
You might be right.
Oh,
I can't say for sure, but you might be right. And to the chat, Bruce Lombardo, good evening, sir. Thank you for popping in. Bruce, if you want to watch along, I have pinned the link up at the top of the chat. So just click on that link and you can join in on the watch party. We're about let me click over here. We're about 20 minutes in, so you haven't missed the fun yet.
Okay, how does the watch party work with the replay?
To be candid, I am honestly not entirely sure. It may not necessarily, but here's the thing. If you have a copy of Die Hard, which I know a lot of people probably do, you can you pop it in your TV or whatever, or pop it up on wherever you've got it on, and you watch along and you listen to us yak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was the issues I was having with trying to think of the alternative. Like if they can't see you roasting the actual terrible movie, most people aren't going to have that because it's just bad.
yeah, true.
I love that.
I love it. One brother is just like precise and quick, and the other guy is just like brutal and right to the point. One guy's using alligator clips and snips. The other guy's using a freaking chainsaw. And can I just say the limo driver's name, Argyle?
Oh,
so freaking 80s. You know the number? Use it. Uh-oh. They're pulling out the hardware. Everybody's screwed. And they just slip it.
Yeah.
Man, talk about a freaking entrance.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
John, put on your socks and shoes. John, put on your socks and shoes.
Doesn't have time. That's the brilliant thing about it.
Well, and not to get off on too much of a tangent, but it's kind of like what happened in the latest episode of Mandalorian with his jetpack.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. You get in a combat situation. Whoops, we got a little TNA here. I did not know that. Guess they blanked that part out for the cable version. And well, I grew up in
monsters.
How dare they? How dare that they let they see, how dare they not let see young impressionable children see topless women? Shame on you. We need the young men need some bosom to look at.
It's called art. Come on.
I know, right? But getting back on point just a little bit. Think about it. You get in a combat situation, you're not going to think about every little detail, even though you should. So John forgetting his socks and shoes. Mandalorian forgets about the jetpack. Not to mention, I also brought up the argument that he might have just a mild concussion from trying to reach through that force ship to get Grogu.
Yeah, he was getting knocked around by that. I'm like, ooh, that made me hurt. That hurt my tailbone just looking at him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Knocked around. I'm like, ah.
Hey, Bruce Lombardo
forgot where he was, so he got up and did it all over again.
Yeah,
his brain was scrambled.
And here comes the speech. And he's just trying to be so calm, but he's so classy for a bad guy. But you know what? I can respect that. Ladies and gentlemen. And here's the crazy thing. You've got a Brit doing a German accent, and it sounds good. You're about to be taught a lesson in the real use of power. You will be witnesses. Sounds like something the Emperor would say in Star Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Alan Rickman does it, just so darn classy. Die Hard with a Vengeance, greater than Die Hard 2. Master of None, I cannot say I disagree with it. I cannot say I disagree
don't know
with
about that.
Well, for one reason and one reason only. SLJ. Samuel Mother Freakin' L. Jackson. Just saying. Well, not to mention Jeremy Irons. I'm just saying. Father of 5.
I love that he's, ruthless but polite.
I know. And that's the great thing. That's what makes a good villain.
Yeah.
They can be congenial, yet threatening. Kind of what made Palpatine such a good villain. He was congenial, Get he could fry your ass.
I love when the guy, snorting nose candy comes in and is like, Hans, baby, let's work this out.
Yeah.
And he's standing there talking about tailor-made suits. And I'm just like, he's classy. He's just so damn classy. And they've got some heavy, heavy hardware. And it would be Bruce Willis, of course, that would make the tank top and slacks look popular. And still is kind of today.
Mm-hmm.
And when
No, that's just called
Alexander-
laziness.
And when Alexander saw the length and breadth of his empire, and he saw that there were no more worlds to conquer. That is a really cool model. You know what this you know what this building reminds me of? Stark Tower,
Oh,
which
yeah.
would eventually become Avengers Tower. Whoever designed the Avengers, did you take some inspiration from Die Hard? And if you did, all I gotta say is, right on.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks like a cross between Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. This looks like something that they would build. Nakatomi Socrates.
By
Okay.
chance, have you guys seen that one movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson where he is in a oh goodness, I'm gonna have to look up the name of that, but it came out a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A year or two ago. It was a similar situation like this, except he's a security. He has an Asian, or he's security for this large skyscraper building. And all of a sudden, a special team try to take the place. But oh my goodness, skyscraper! I think it was Skyscraper.
I think wasn't there a remake of Towering Inferno?
Yes, I think, yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, this came out in 2018. Skyscraper, Dwayne Johnson, he had a prosthetic leg. Part of his leg was prosthetic. And I remember a lot of people comparing it to be like a PG, a watered down, CGI-ified Die Hard for a bit. And I was like, oh. And after seeing it, I'm like, it's all right. But
Yeah.
couldn't really compare it.
Well, they did make the poster image basically the exact same. The layout of the tower and Dwayne, it was basically shot for shot.
Yeah. Well, they did this. They did a remake of the Poseidon Adventure back in the early 2000s. Everything with Kurt Russell and a bunch of Richard Dreyfuss and a bunch of other people too. So, and it wasn't bad. I saw it, and I've actually seen the original. I saw the original Poseidon Adventure back when I was a kid and everything. I mean, I grew up at home where we watched all those old movies because, well, those are the movies my mom and my grandmother and, well, my dad, while he was still alive or anything, they all grew up on. Or they were my age and everything. Well, or maybe a little younger or whatever that they were watching. So. And
oh goodness.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
blood splatter.
And I'll say this: the blood spatter, it's accurate. It's right. Ooh.
Well, that just opened up a whole can of worms.
Yep. John Boy, you should have been quieter. Just saying.
Mm.
No, I'm saying after you say that's accurate, we need a little bit more follow up.
Oh well.
You can't just leave us hanging on that.
I took I have a associate's degree in criminal justice, and I studied forensics and everything, and blood spatter and stuff like that.
That's really cool. My father, he served in the homicide department, and I always like watching these types with him because he's like, oh yeah, realistic. Or there's be some other one. It's like a little too much, or a little, it's really interesting stuff, especially to hear from people familiar with the realistic science kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I'm by any means an expert. There are people who know more about this, but seeing pictures and talking to people who have worked in forensics, the way they got the shot and the blood spatter, particularly with that caliber of gun, it looks right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think particularly with the impact and the spray, and particularly you see the dark bits, that's skull and brain matter that's hit the glass and everything in the door frame. So, hey, look, it's one of the guys from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, he was also Genghis Khan in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes,
I really do like seeing that actor when he pops up. I'm like, oh
yeah. I still haven't seen the most recent one. I want to. I may try and get. I'm gonna try and get a copy of it.
Yes,
I love the Bill and Ted movies. Absolutely love them.
They're fantastic.
I know.
I haven't seen the newest one yet, but I definitely want to. I want to rewatch the old ones and then go to it. Do a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to do. So, well, when I started this channel back a year ago, I covered primarily 80s movies, 80s and 90s, because that's when I grew up, and this is the stuff I love and everything. And I know I've kind of branched out and done other things, but that'll always be part of the channel and everything, be a part of what I cover and everything, because this is what people come to me for. They want to reminisce about the greatness of the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still don't know why people want to come to my channel. I don't know.
Well, Yeti, the thing is, I started my channel with the goal of building a community that was centered around positivity, because I saw so much negativity on YouTube, and I've done my random spots where I've gone on rants and I've been very critical of things, but that's not completely me. I can go that route if I want to, but I prefer to look at things glass half full rather than glass empty or glass half empty. So, dang, I didn't realize how much he said the mother freaker in this movie. It's been a while. Honestly, as much as I love this movie, it's been a while since I've watched it, especially watched it unedited. I remember when they would have the parental guidance suggested at the beginning or during movies that have violence or language in them.
The following program is not recommended for all audiences. I love that kind of stuff.
They kind of lost all credibility when it was put in front of every single movie. It got the exact same thing. It'd be some kids' films like there may be violence, your discretion advised, and then it goes on diary like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to listen to them. Not that I was listening to them anyways.
Okay, can I just say it? This guy right here, not a very particularly threatening terrorist.
Yeah, he's kind of.
How threatening can you? How seriously are you going to take a guy that wears glasses and has blonde hair?
Yeah, he looks
saying. It's the tight pants. It throws off that effective terror level.
Not to mention, drop it, dickhead. It's the police. You won't hurt me. Well, yeah, why not? Because you're a policeman. The rules are for policemen. Yeah, that's what my captain keeps telling me.
Yeah.
Can you tell I've seen this movie a lot? Well, I've shared this story, but I don't think Yeti and Manga, I don't think either one of you have heard it. Up until a point, I never actually cussed in front of my mother. But one night we were watching Halloween 2 on cable, and they were at a commercial break. And I was like, "Hey, Mom, you want another Coke or something?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll take another one." I came walking back from the kitchen into our living room, and they had that thing pop up. This movie contains violent content that would not be so suitable for younger viewers. Parental discretion advised. And in front of her, I said, "No shit, Sherlock." And it was the first. I would cuss around my friends and so on when I was at school, but I would never ever cuss in front of my mom. And that was the first time. And she's like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Did I say that out loud?" She's like, "Yes, you did." And I'm like, "Sorry." She's like, "Hey, you're grown. I don't care." I was 18 at the time. She's like, "I don't care." She's like, "You heard me and your grandmother say it I don't know how many times. I was just wondering when it would happen."
No, yeah, I feel you there. Yeah. Similar situation there.
And here comes one of my, in a few minutes, we're going to have a great line in this movie. One of the great lines in this movie amongst so many.
I love how he's banged up, he's scratched up because it all makes sense, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. The whole thing is grounded in reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying on the shoes.
And even they don't fit, you know.
9 million terrorists in the world. I get one with smaller feet than my sister.
And that's, you know.
And that's smirk. I know, right? That's
what
freaking
makes
smirk.
it so effective.
I know.
It's like not everything can go well for the protagonist. If it does, it's boring.
Exactly.
And that's, you know, half the movies these days have their protagonist being perfect in some way. And there's no enjoyment in that. They have to have flaws. They have to experience difficulty, not succeeding at every single thing they try.
Or just being given it because of, well, the plot calls for it.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in my fan fiction, everything's hard. A lot of stuff is hard for Rey and for Finn and for everybody. It's not easy. And the bad guys do occasionally win or succeed. But that's another story for another time.
So you said it wasn't hard or it was hard?
Oh, it was hard.
It was?
Yeah, so he's saying he's written an alternate story, an alternate version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm on Yeti. I know you and I haven't talked a whole lot, and that's okay. Since November, I have been working on a fan fiction that's an alternate version of, well, TLJ and Rise of Skywalker, more so Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, the alternate version is you throw it in the garbage and then you just start over.
The alternate. I get what you're saying. I get the joke and everything. That's cool. And now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. And it's American humor is lost on. We have to do something, Hans. Yes, we do. We have to tell Carl his brother is dead.
I think it's Hans that was the actual ballet dancer.
Alan Rickman was a ballet dancer.
No. Hans, isn't that?
That's Alan Rickman's character.
Oh, okay. See, I told you I am bad with names. That's why I just give them different names. I just make them up as I go. I think you might be talking about
either Carl or Carl's brother. One of them might have been the ballet dancer. I
Oh,
don't remember ever seeing this part. Mind your head, John.
yeah. Oh, some pinup stuff. All
Oh,
right.
good grief. It is the 80s. What can you
Mm.
say?
It was a better time.
True.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
Reaction.
well, I want blood. You'll have it.
Oh.
The way I was trying to negotiate, you can tear this building apart looking for this man. But until then, we do not alter the plan. What do you think? Something's wrong. Cops? John. John, oh crap.
Okay, I'm gonna do a search because I have to know which character and if I'm even remembering this right.
It's okay, Eddie. No worries. Good thing he doesn't have flat feet. His feet are probably going to be barking by the time this thing's over.
Yeah.
Although he does take breaks periodically. But I think this is one of the few movies where the protagonist runs around barefoot the majority of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
The roof. Go, go.
Okay, so there was a dancer, a ballet dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, Alexander Gudinov.
Okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
And we'll find out his
No freaking
actual name.
crap, lady. Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza? Okay, can I just say it? I like Carl's gun.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
That is like an atypical 80s bad guy gun. Well, you're jerking me up on the ring. I told you this is a reserve channel. Dial 911 on your telephone. Otherwise, I'll have to report this to the FCC. Good grief, cops in LA are dumb.
Mhm.
Send the police now.
Mm.
Ow.
Oh, gosh.
You're going out and he's being
Oh.
shot at?
Holy cow.
You dumb broad? Oops, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. I don't care.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get it just like because I called that police officer abroad. I don't
Oh,
care.
there goes Twitter.
Did you hear what the master said on his watch party? He called a female cop a broad.
Oh, my
Jeez.
goodness.
And look at the Twinkies wrappers. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so the character is Carl. Carl,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
seeing
the German guy,
picture,
Carl. He
of,
was
uh,
the
Yeah.
actual ballet dancer.
Alexander Gudinov, yeah.
Yeah.
Neon
interesting.
sci-fi. Yes, that is Carl Winslow from Family Matters. That's Reginald Vell Johnson. This was actually the role that kind of got his career really going. He was actually in the first Crocodile Dundee. He played a limo driver, and Mick always thought he was an Aborigine.
Hmm.
And there was one part where Mick's cornered by three thugs, for lack of a better word, and he rips the little funky boomerang-looking antenna off the back of the limo and chucks it at one of the thugs that helps Mick out. I gotta do reviews for Crocodile Dundee. Those are some good movies. Wow, I have covered so much yet. I haven't covered. I gotta get back on it. Get back on the 80s and 90s. Yeah, when Mando's
They're
done.
so much better.
Well, there's good modern stuff now too. And everything. I'll be the first to admit you have to look for it, but there is good stuff currently that you can talk about and review and everything.
For action movies, though, it's like they all forgot that the story had to come first, and then the action was built into it. Now it's just a CGI visual spectacle, but there's no substance to it, so it's hollow. Like, it doesn't resonate, and people forget about it a week later.
Yeah,
people still talk about Die Hard because there is a story there, a strong story, and the characters resonate. Even Predator, there's a story built into that.
That's one I need to definitely do a watch party for. That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
or a review or something.
Cliffhanger, come on. Have you seen
I've actually, believe it or not, I have never actually seen that one.
Oh, okay, I really enjoy that. I think it really.
You need to watch it right away.
I'm not like uber picky, but when it comes to Stallone's movies, I'm kind of picky about what I watch for him.
I think that's.
I'm telling you right now, it is one of his best
in that movie.
Okay. Well, one of my favorites I'm going to probably talk about maybe sometime next year is Demolition Man. I love Demolition Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember.
Okay. Cliffhanger is better. It's just better. Demolition Man is good. It's great. But story-wise, Demolition Man has that cheese to it. But Cliffhanger, it's a solid story, and it's difficult. Like, nothing comes easy. John Lithgow is he's exceptional as a bad guy. He's just so good.
Neon Sci-Fi asks, you guys love Disaster. Have you guys seen Greenland? Honestly, Neon, I have not heard of it, but I will definitely look it up.
Yeah.
Hans, do you really think he's that could be that easily cornered? Guy's a cop. And he's like, oh, freak. Yeah, Neil, I got what you're saying. Disaster movies. Yeah, I like disaster movies. I grew up watching them as a kid, for heaven's sakes. The 90s. I mean, Armageddon, Twister, Deep Impact.
Okay, I think I remember people talking about Greenland before, and this is just coming from my memory, but I remember people raving about it, like it was really good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember, but it's just coming back to me.
Okay. And LDG, good to see you again, but I know you've probably been lurking and everything, and that's fine, man, as always. And right now he's scaling down the... Okay. Can you talk about risky as all hell?
Yeah.
That takes balls of steel to scale down an elevator. Oh, Nikes! And right there, if he did not have better reflexes, movie's over. He's dead. And here comes a truly iconic shot and line of the 80s. Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Two fears just back to back: a fear of heights and a fear of claustrophobia. Right here.
Now I know. Now I know what a TV dinner feels like. And people are going, "What's a TV dinner?" I have not. I used to eat those when I was a kid. I haven't had TV dinner in years, literally years. And everybody's like, "Well, they're very bad for you." And I'm like, I don't care. I grew up eating that stuff, and I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
People are eating tofu and rabbit feed, and they're dying at 60.
Oh.
Nigel, that's a good one. Have you guys gotten to the part where Hans Gruber falls off the spoiler alert building yet? No, Nigel, we're still a good hour away from that, bud. Robert Rose, let me bring it. Probably the best disaster movie in the 80s, made for TV. The Day After. Yes, I have heard about that one, Robert, and everything. Never seen it, but I have heard of it. Folks, you'd be amazed the movies I've heard of but never seen. There's only so many hours in a day, and I've only been alive for so many years. I mean, well, I'm at the age where I'm the answer to life, the universe, and everything. If you don't get that reference, that's okay. I'm like a black belt of geek knowledge. Oh, even the blood. Yep. All looks accurate. Looks right. Oh boy, here we go. It's about time.
I love how he gets the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Even their relationship, as quick as it is in the movie, there's still a lot to it. Like, it's not. Oh, I don't know. There's so much about that relationship and back and forth that they have.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're two cops. This is like a buddy cop movie, except the two buddies aren't in the same space at the same time, so to speak. Yeah, Brian, I think I heard about that. Well, and for those of you that know, Nicholas Meyer is attached to a couple of very good sci-fi movies. If you can name them, you get a gold star and a cookie.
I want a cookie.
Can you name the movies that Nicholas Meyer's directed that were very good, that are sci-fi?
No, I just want a cookie.
You don't get a cookie if you can't name the movie. No movie, no cookie.
Again, remember, bad with names. You got to give me some weird description of the guy. But oh, I know him.
Yeti, you're gonna slap yourself when I tell you. Star Trek 2, Star Trek 6.
Oh.
Hang your head in shame.
Yeah, like those are the types of details I have always been bad at. Just always. I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. And Master of None. Yeah. Star Trek 2, 6, and Co-Wrote 4. Yep. Yeti, you want to learn about cinema. I'm not saying I'm an expert at everything, but I will be your Yoda.
See, I watch a ton. I just don't remember those types of details. I get much more into the story and the way that they're making the film, and I kind of just phase out and forget the characters' names. You know,
I'm one of those weird people that I watch the making of, I watch the movie, I delve deep, I learn every jot and tittle I can. Partially due to my education and everything, because I'm studying to be I'm working towards becoming a Methodist pastor and everything. So you gotta learn how to dissect stuff down to the microscopic level. Of course, I used to do that before I ever went to seminary too. Ooh. Dang, shot him and thanks for the advice. And yes, that sells it. It is a Christmas movie. They say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Mm-hmm.
If Christmas is mentioned, it's a Christmas movie. Debate settled for all time.
Well, it's also set set during Christmas, and the entire reason for him being here is because it is Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it doesn't even have to be, because there's probably a couple movies where they mention it like, oh, Christmas is coming soon, but it's really not taking, it's not a Christmas movie. But this, the entire reason he's here is for Christmas.
And can I just say, blasphemer?
Oh, goodness.
Meanwhile, Argyle's partying out in the limo, and everybody else is like, I need backup assistance now.
Holy
Gosh dang
cow.
it, now. Man. And of course, this won't be the last time we see some LAPD police cars in movies. I mean, can we say Terminator 2, Judgment Day? Just saying.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I hate this guy. I absolutely positively hate this guy right here. This freaking reporter. Freaking sleazeball, scumbag, pile of hut crap. Okay, I'll say it. Hut shit. And here come the cops. I never thought I'd loved all of you. Relax. This is a match of inconvenient timing. Don't get your panties in a twist. Especially you, Carl, because your brother was a ballet dancer. Freaking sissy Mary. Oh, I'm sorry, Hans. I didn't get that message. You should put it on the bulletin. Hey, John McClane, the first troll in history. Think about it. Really think about it. He's on a radio. He's in private communication. John McClane is the world's first troll. Congratulations, Bruce Willis. You became the progenitor for all trolls in the future. You should be partially proud. Who are you then? Just a fly in the lemon, Hans, a monkey in the wrench. A pain in the ass. Whoa. Mr. the guest, are you still there? Oh yeah, I'm still here. And you gotta admit, the banter between these two is actually really good.
Yeah.
Again, congenial but menacing. Just another American who saw too many action movies as a kid. Another orphan of a bankrupt society. And he mentions Rambo. Do you really have to think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy? And 5, 4, 3, hit it. One of the greatest comebacks of all time. Yippee. And yes, I will say it, folks, and you all know me, I don't cuss. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Oh, network TV at its finest. I love that look on the reporter's face. He's like, "Good evening." And I'm Gail Wallen, and he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." If this camera wasn't on, I'd beat you like a redheaded stepchild. He's Marco's on the street.
Yeah, I think that's the ballet dancer right there.
Oh yeah, Carl. Yeah, I looked up
Yeah.
the picture that was with that name you mentioned, and
And
yeah, it
he
is,
wouldn't take after this. He wouldn't take any roles that were typecasting him as a ballet dancer or as a a villain.
oh wow.
Yes.
And so I don't think he did many movies after.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Walter
That was
Peck.
gosh, yeah.
They caused an explosion. Is this true? Yes, it is true. This man has no dick. Bill Murray, once again. And of course, the reporter gets his at the end. And the worst part is, he gets dicked by a girl, which is awesome. Just saying. I mean, this is like a who's. I just realized the female reporter. That's Ferris's mom.
Oh.
That's totally Ferris Bueller's mom. They're well financed and very slick. How do you know that? Ooh, beg your pardon. And right now we're building a friendship. So lie him if you got him. Okay, I'm gonna call it another movie. Have we stopped? Yes, we stopped, sir. Well, what do you say we take 5? Very good, sir. Smoke him if you got him. Thud. Yeti, Longo, please tell me one of you got that reference.
Oh, yeah.
No, sorry, I was trying to look up
Folk-
why my stream would have got pulled down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little
Uh.
Spaceballs reference. No big deal. Really.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, and this actor here.
Oh, what an absolute
Another
douche.
jerk. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you king of all douches.
If you mess
The
with the
Baron
bull,
of-
the horns.
The Baron of douche. So you've got douche and douchier. The douchey FBI police captain and the douche reporter.
Okay, quick question. Could actually asking YouTube and the YouTube creators on Twitter about the stream end up biting me in the ass after?
Not necessarily, but honestly, Yeti, I would let sleeping dogs lie, as an old saying goes.
Yeah.
Take it as the thing I would
that,
suggest.
yeah.
Take it as a learning experience and don't repeat it again.
Well, if it is public domain, there's
Yeah.
no reason for it to get hit at all.
Right.
Because the whole point is to have that there so that the things are synced, so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. I totally do.
Yeah.
So
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. No.
I just want because I want to get it fixed so that we can
yeah.
do it again, because I was having so much fun on it.
Like I said, Yeti, the best thing I could probably tell you, get a hold of LDG at least a week or so in advance, or maybe at least 48 hours in advance of next time you want to do one of those, and he can probably set it up for you.
Yeah, but again, that goes to the exact same issue of when people go to watch it, they can't watch the jokes and the movie at the same
Well,
time.
you can always have displayed on your screen a stopwatch with the time mark on there, so that people can synchronize the movie to commentary.
That just seems like a lot more work than most people would be willing to go through.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeti, the only other thing I can tell you to do and is to set up a Twitch account and go that route. But the problem is you're going to lose out on all your watch time and everything else.
Yeah.
Everything for YouTube if you're wanting to stay on YouTube, because you can show movies and TV shows on Twitch and they won't get taken down, because for whatever reason Twitch doesn't have that funky little copyright thing and whatnot. So
okay, but I'll ask you all this after this movie is done. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, Yeti, you're fine, man.
Yeah.
We're here to chit chat. We're here to talk about the movie. We're here to just general BS. So that's what a watch party is about. I mean, you talk about the movie, you talk about whatever's on your mind and everything. So
okay, cool.
So
yeah, because that's been eating at me, because I just want to know what was going on.
More than likely, Eddie, if you go over to I can walk you through this later. Go over to your avatar at the right-hand corner of your screen on your channel, and you click on it, and it'll bring down a drop-down menu, and it'll show YouTube Studio. Yep. You click on that, and that'll take you to your channel dashboard, and it'll bring up your latest video or stream, and it'll give you why, if there's any type of claim or whatever.
I've got no claims. That's the weird thing. So they kept hitting me, but I have no claims on my channel. None. And I've refreshed multiple times. There is nothing that has been claimed. I don't even have a copyright copyright claim or a strike. It's there's no restrictions on it.
The only thing the only thing I can think of is it wasn't a manual entry. It sounds like it was an automated thing, an automated detection, and that's what hit you. That's my best guess. So.
Yeah, but even it
doesn't sound like somebody was watching it and went, "Oops, I don't like what they're doing. I'm going to have their stream taken down." It sounds like more like it was an automated thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. That's my best guess, and because you were going for a while, and then you got taken down.
It was about 30 minutes.
Yeah. And then you got taken down, and then you went for about 10 or 15 minutes more, and then you got taken down again. So it sounds like it doesn't sound like it was somebody watching the stream and had an issue with what you were doing. It sounds more like it was an automated bot from YouTube that did it. So that's probably why you don't have a claim or a strike on anything. So.
Okay, well, back to this awesome movie.
I love this guy right here. Them candy bars.
He's like, hey, if I'm going to be killing, I don't want to do it on an empty stomach.
Oh, he went for a Hershey's bar. You got all those other good ones right next to it.
And the Planters peanuts.
When you get that craving for a big crunch, you just got to take it.
Yes. And can I just say, the cops are a bunch of pansies. One of them actually went, ouch, when he's walking through some rose bushes. Like, dude, you're freaking SWAT.
What you did?
You're on the SWAT team and you go, ouch? Are you serious?
There's something humorous about that, that they had that little moment.
And our girl's like, shut up.
Yeah. They are not getting the best.
Master of None, Neon Sci-Fi and Master of None, they were having a little conversation here. He was also professor in Real Genius. No, Hammer Time. LOL. And then Biodome. And he says his resume must start out William Atherton, professional a-hole. Oy vey. Looks like the one terrorist is eating a Mars bar.
Yeah, I saw him. He's been going through a couple bars. I saw he had a Crunch bar earlier. I'm like, okay,
You're
good
shooting
choice.
at the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I wish I had uploaded this clip, but I didn't, but it's okay. You're not particularly bright. Your penmanship is atrocious, and you dress in the manner of a male prostitute. That's a really obscure insult from a kind of a cult classic movie from 99, actually. 1999, obviously. Movies didn't exist in 1899. Well, actually, okay, I correct myself. They kind of did. Rivers Rodriguez, report. The police have themselves an RV. That's an RV. Looks more like a armored personnel carrier.
Oh goodness, yeah. Getting out the big guns.
Those aren't guns, it's a freaking rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Geez, bunch of blasphemers in this movie.
I mean, do we really expect much from
an 80s movie? True.
Well, and terrorists, you know?
Yes, very true. Yes, I agree.
We have seen them murder people. I don't think they're too concerned about the other things.
This is true. Yeah, you're right. Obviously, when you're putting bullets in people's heads, you're not worried about blaspheming the name of the Almighty.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I am, but that's me. And I'm just gonna say they. I see him. Well, goody for you. We want a gold star and a cookie. And they're stuck. Well, so much for them. The quarterback is toast. Thank you, Mr. Cowboy. I'll take it under advisement. Uh-oh. John's mad. Oh, boy. I remember this part. Okay, I'm going to quote a line from another Bruce Willis movie that I love. I did a watch party for back in September. You want to play it soft? We'll play it soft. You want to play it hard? Let's play it hard. Hopefully somebody gets that reference. Sorry, I'm a font of useful and useless information.
No problem.
It's actually from Fifth Element.
Okay. Been a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's an oddity. It's simultaneously good and terrible all at the same time. It's one of those weird movies that are so cheesy, but it's done in a good way. It's just, yeah.
Did you just say Fifth Element is terrible?
Okay, come on. Those weird aliens at the end?
The Mondashi one. Yeah, and they're at the beginning. They're cool.
Yeah, it's simultaneously awesome and bad.
It's not bad.
Oh.
It's avant-garde.
Maybe I need to rewatch it, refresh, because I haven't seen it in a while. It was I don't know, it's gonna be years now.
Go back and rewatch my watch. Go back and watch my watch party of it, and watch the movie along with it. Oh, look. Oh, sure, yeah. All you care about is getting the shot. Well, all you care about is the environment. West German Volksfrei movement. And yeah, the IM to just give me a hard time, bud. If you don't like the movie, it's fine.
No, I was not worried about that.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. Do you listen to me, mister? I'm completely inept and don't know how to do my job. I got 100 people down here and they're covered with glass. Glass? Who gives a shit about glass? Who the fuck is this? This is Deputy Chief Wayne Robinson. Oh, you're in charge? Well, I got some bad news for you, Dwayne. Man. You little. I'm not the one who just got butt. And even Argyle's like, yes, John, take it to him. Quit being part of the freaking problem. Jeez. Okay. Pretty fucking appreciate it, Al.
I love that back and forth. I'm feeling unappreciated. Oh, I love you.
We love you, man. John, we love you. Jeez, Ellis. You don't do your nose candy, do it elsewhere. Hey, babe, I know shit $1 million deals for breakfast. I think I can handle this Euro trash. I don't want neutral. I want dead. It's not what I want. It's what I can give you. If you can't give him Jack or crap, and Jack went home. Oh, man. Ellis, you are as dumb as a sack of hammers. All that nose candy has gone to your brain and ate it away. Jeez, you want to use any more racial epithets? You use a gun, I use a fountain pen.
Hans, Booby.
I'm your white knight. Yeah, well, you've got white somewhere on you. You idiot. You really are dumber than a sack of hammers.
I don't know. Hammers are still useful.
This is true. 1,000-year-old Twinkie. There will only be 3 things that survive.
Still edible. Sorry.
Robert Rose Jr. LeVar Burton was also playing a terrorist in this movie. I guess he wasn't always such a nice guy. That's not LeVar Burton, Robert. That's That's actually what's his face from Walker, Texas Ranger. Can't think of the name of the actor, but that's not LeVar Burton. I could be wrong, but that don't look like LeVar Burton. Son of a bitch. Ellis, you son of a bitch. You're neither, shithead. Ellis.
Oh, God.
Capiche? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't. That's not LeVar Burton. I'm almost certain of it. Doesn't look anything like him.
I love how he gets them to get him a Coke. That should be a more popular meme. That look right there, that thumbs up. Oh,
what the hell is this?
Goodness.
wait, did he just say babe?
Yep.
Hans, babe, put away the gun. God. Who calls another man babe? Especially a terrorist.
Robert Rose. I'm looking at his IMDb. LeVar Burton was not in Die Hard. That I think is actually the guy who played the deputy sheriff on Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris. Yeah, on Sci-Fi. Thank you, Clarence Gilliard Jr. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Neon. Appreciate it. Whew.
I mean, how do you get into that position and have no idea how anything's working?
Well, it is the LAPD.
Okay.
Then that's not any disrespect to anybody that currently serves on the LAPD because, well, right now, I don't want to get into that mess. You can consider yourself dismissed. Sir, you couldn't drag my ass away. It's your mama. She said to come home acting like an ass. Mr. Gruber. Languishing in prison. Now I can rattle it for me. And can I just say, that is just cold blooded. He's just sitting there
Yeah.
talking, and Ellis is just sitting there in the chair across from him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn.
It's like they're around dead bodies all the time.
Yeah, I read about them in Time magazine. Idiot. He expects you to get a hold of the FBI. Who cares? Yeah, that's not LeVar Burton. That's Clarence Gilliard Jr. Yeah. It's Christmas, Theo. The season of miracles.
It's Christmas. I love his delivery all throughout this movie. It's great.
Well, you know, that's the great thing about Alan Rickman. He always brought it. Every part he did, every single time, he always brought it.
Oh, have you done a commentary or like a watch party of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
No, but Mam Ambassador has been bugging me like crazy to talk about Robin Hood. So next month,
He's got the right idea.
yes, I'm married to a very bright, intelligent woman. So next month, along with the two roasts of Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, and my discussion about the career of Steven Spielberg, we're going to do a stream talking about the different iterations of Robin Hood.
That will be awesome. I'll definitely have to tune in for that.
And hey, Mongo, if you want to be on the panel, I'll save you a spot.
Oh, that would be lovely.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about all the way from back with Errol Flynn to Kevin Costner to, well, just got to say it, Men in Tights.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And we're gonna get into the mythology of the character and go into the film portion of the character's history, or whether he was a real person or not, and yada yada yada. But we will not be talking. I want to emphasize this: we will not be talking about the ghastly, dreadful. Even though I love Ridley Scott, we will not be talking about Robin Hood with Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Didn't that bomb pretty hard?
It did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And here's
then
the
there
thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I love Ridley Scott. He's one of the producers or executive producers on Raised by Wolves, I think one of the original series on HBO Max. But yeah, that movie just, Master of None. Alan Rickman was the voice of God. Dogma by Kevin Smith. I love that movie. There's another director I need to do a stream about.
And then didn't they just do another Robin Hood movie real recently?
Yeah.
That was I don't know, they gender
Yeah.
swapped.
Actor from,
And
It was back
that bombed
in,
even worse.
I think it was in 18 or 19. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right, Yeti.
Very recent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did what Hollywood's doing to everything. Like they're trying to do that with Cliffhanger. They want a gender swap Cliffhanger. It's going to be terrible. You need to see that movie, by the way. I can't. I'm going to hound you until you watch it.
I will watch it. Don't worry. I'll put it on my list.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're trying to do that with Cliffhanger, and I think they just did that with Robin Hood.
Well, they've done a couple. I know Disney did one back a few years ago with Keira Knightley as Princess of Thieves, and that one actually wasn't bad or anything. It wasn't bad, really. It's not the greatest thing, but it's not like dreadful to the point where you want to beat your head against a brick wall. So, Master of None. Yeah. I'm already starting to put together content for next year and everything. Obviously, I've got January pretty much planned out. And everything that probably Kevin Smith won't be in January because I'm doing Spielberg.
Hmm.
But
That's a lot of planning.
well, when you do a channel and you work full time and you have a life outside of YouTube, you plan ahead.
Hey, what are you saying?
I'm saying I have a life outside of YouTube. I have a wife, I have a family, I have friends I like to get together with. Not that I don't consider the people that I've collaborate with online non-friends. I do consider them friends. But I have friends in real life, and I have friends. Not that this isn't real life, but I have people I see every day. I have people I see face to face, in person. And Robert Rose, hey man, we all get screwed up. I've done it. I blanked on who the actual actor's name was, so don't feel bad. I am by no means perfect. There's no, as the Bible says, there is not one of us perfect. There is only one that is perfect. Well, two technically, but I'm not going to get into theology here. This is a Die-Hard watch party, not theology night with the ambassador.
By the way, we got Alan Rickman's American accent here.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his feet.
Man, look at the woof.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman, thank you for what you brought us, man. We miss you more than you know. But if you think about it, really think about his body of work. I mean, the man's been in some great movies. I mean, Harry Potter alone. He did his character arc in that series was so damn good. But just aside from Harry Potter, I mean, Sheriff of Nottingham and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, obviously Hans Gruber here, and so many other roles. You can't list them all. The man did so much. He had such a good career, and he went out, he went out on top. And one of the few, Hans. Well, he's on TV, but he was in movies.
You know, this is the tough thing about watching good movies is I start getting into the movie and then I'm totally not paying attention to anything else but like what they're doing. When it's the bad movies, it's so easy just to start making fun of it. This,
oops,
oh, it's so good.
Oh wow!
And once again, one of the main bads dodges a bullet. Literally.
Oh, goodness.
Right in
Forgot
the
about that.
knees and then takes a header into the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Schließ die Fenster. Shoot the glass. You freaking German Neanderthal.
I mean, if you want to give this one critique,
Mm-hmm.
is no one is really aiming their gun. They're all firing by the hip. Nobody's lining. They're just
Well, they're hoping to get a
letting it
lucky
rip.
shot, and yeah, and Yeti, I would agree. But here's the thing: you're dealing with automatic rifles.
even
You
then.
don't necessarily need to have precise aiming for it.
Oh,
man.
you still do.
You
definitely
do to a point. Yes.
back.
You do to a point. Yes, I will agree. But they're trying. The thing is, they're trying to flush him out. That's why they're just firing blind to get him out, and then they can get an open shot on him.
No, we often see them firing by the hip rather than really aiming.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest critique you can give.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, it doesn't ruin your enjoyment of the movie.
No. Especially that scene that they're trying to get glass, because they're really trying to screw with him and, flush him out.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a lot harder to take him down later. More sense in that scene, but just overall, they don't aim very much.
Right. And here comes one of my favorite lines from his wife. Absolutely love this line. That man looks really pissed.
Mm.
He's still alive. What? Only John can drive somebody that crazy. Says the woman who knows him best. Oh. Okay, this part's hard to watch. Oh, man. Mm.
Yeah.
But you gotta say they do a good job. Yeah, Robert Rose brings up a good point too. A shotgun you wouldn't have to really aim though. Yeah, but the thing is they're all using automatic rifles. So, but yeah, Robert Rose, that's a completely valid point. So, but Yeti still, that was a good catch, bud. Good, that was a good eye right there. No, seriously, no BS.
Well, I mean, I do try to, get in and actually find real critiques that I can, talk about. Even with the things that I like, they shouldn't be above.
Yeah, and I agree.
But it's not so big as to break the immersion in this movie.
Exactly.
Everything else is done so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Totally.
And this right here, oh man. You really get into the desperation of John.
Yeah.
He's in a tough situation. He can't walk well now.
Yeah. And you notice his tank top has gone from white to black.
Yeah.
Grime,
All
and
that
dirt,
soot.
blood, and yeah.
And okay, and this scene right here, following it up there, that relationship we were talking about, it's so well placed in this film. It's his low moment, and then he starts giving that his backstory about how he hurt a kid.
Yeah, totally.
It's just from low to lower, but bringing them together. Oh, it's good.
Yep. Guys, is the sound coming through okay on your end?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm hearing everything from you guys fine.
What about the
able to
movie?
hear me?
It gets a little low at times, but then as soon as the action starts again, then I can't hear you guys.
Okay. Well, the volume's all the way up, so I think I might know what the problem is on my end, but as long as y'all can hear it, that's fine. So,
Oh yeah.
okay. Odds to a test incident. You asked for America, Theo. I give you the FBI. Federal Bureau of Idiots. And there goes my stream.
FBI freeze! We heard what you said, punk.
I'm kidding. I've got a lot of friends who work in law enforcement and both probably at the local and for all I know, probably at the state level, and some of them are at the federal level. They would probably say, "You're not, Ambassador. You're not entirely wrong." Wow, look at that freaking CB radio.
Yeah. Oh,
Back in the 80s, that was top notch.
Got a big problem. Got a big problem here.
Ooh,
Robert,
goodness.
Brian, you're gonna have to give me some context. Robert Davey, I don't know who that is or anything. Help me out here, bud. They got the Universal Terrorist Playbook, and they're running it step by step. Hallelujah.
Ode to Joy.
Yep. Oh, okay. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, bud. Mayor's gonna have my ass. Are you kidding me? You don't have any ass.
Armor and all this.
Yep.
All these sweet things.
And
money.
and what do they go for? The bearer bonds. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I think I remember him being in Goonies. Yeah, he played one of the brothers, the criminal from the criminal family. Yeah.
You are so glad that you don't have Salty in here right now. He hates the Goonies.
How can you hate the Goonies?
Yep. Yeah, he hates it with a passion.
How can you hate Goonies? It's a great movie. It's a Spielberg movie. It's a Joe Dante movie. What the hell?
I hope he hears this later, just so he knows that I released his secret.
That's one of the first movies I ever reviewed on my on here. Yeah, and Robert Rose. I've actually seen that movie. Yes, it is a pretty good one. George Papard and Jane Michael Vincent. Yeah. Yeah, not terribly bright. Hey, I got an idea. Let's release it against Star Wars. Oops, we made a mistake. Mistake. Oh. John McClane, Ouchtown. Population U, bro. Ow. And I have flat feet, and I've even broken my ankle once, and he looks like he's hurting worse than me. Oh, boy. I want you to tell her something. I want you to tell her that. It took me a while to figure it out. What a jerk I've been. And that right there is what elevates this movie from something more than just a action film. That's what elevates. That's right there. This scene right here is what elevates us to above more than just a simple, great 80s action film.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he is trying to do right and trying to make right with his wife and reconcile.
Yeah. Well, I think this is why it stands the test of time.
Yeah.
He's really he's just a regular guy that screwed up his marriage. Like how many people that have had fights with their wife and just been I know kind of an ass. Forgot to say sorry, and now he's finally opening up, and all it took was a gunfight.
Yeah. And I'll say this marriage, my second marriage, has been far better than my first. And me and Mam Ambassador, we are very happy. And I cannot have asked for a more supportive and a more encouraging and brilliant woman to be my second wife. And hell, she was the reason I got on here in the first dang place.
Blink twice if she's in the room right now.
She doesn't. For all I know, she's probably lurking in the chat.
Yeah.
She often does that. She'll never say a single word during a stream.
Oh.
But she's like, yeah, I was watching. I heard what you said. Or my voice carries and everything, and
yeah,
she'll hear me talking. And I hate that scene with the reporter and the housekeeper. What a freaking sleazeball. I just want to take a sledgehammer and smash his knees. I don't want to make him go bye-bye. I just want to make him hurt a whole lot. Now, this is one time, John, I will share that sentiment. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be bad. Oh, hell. And here come we have both professionals. Yeah. Dang, John. Take him to school, son. He gets just dessert. Yeah, he will. Master None, you're right. He will. You scumbag piece of garbage. Shit. Oh, hell. Way to go, Roger Thornburg. More like Roger Needledick.
See, it's so believable too, because you could definitely see someone trying to get in there to get the story and tug a few hearts
and not give a damn about who they put in danger. John, he's going to see you go for the gun.
And sachet.
Oh.
You should have heard your brother squeal when I broke his freaking neck. Okay, I'm back. Although, well, technically, I never actually left. He's a little busy, Hans. Your buddy's beating him up.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, Robert Rose, you're right. The long hair guy always plays a bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he wouldn't do them anymore, because he was sick of being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're nothing but a common thief. I'm an exceptional thief, Mrs. McLean, and since I'm moving up to kidnapping, you should be more polite. I'm gonna kill you, I'll freaking cook you, and I'm gonna freaking eat you. Oof.
Oh,
Oh, now you don't like it.
Yeah.
When you're actually still in charge, you brainless butt wipe. Jeez. Freaking crazy as a Vietnam vet. I'm not saying everybody that served in Vietnam's crazy. I know quite a few people that are perfectly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes Genghis Khan.
Oh man, I really liked Genghis Khan.
at
Okay.
least he got that Reese's Pieces before he took it.
Yeah.
You know,
And can you believe it? He's shot in the shoulder and he's still going.
it's only a flesh wound.
Yeti, it's you should bring that up. I actually did a watch party for that back during my my 1 year anniversary stream a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. Oh, here comes a great action sequence. One of the most iconic action sequences ever. Like ever. I'm on your side, assholes. Keep firing, you assholes. All right. Headphones.
Modern art is really getting out of hand these days.
What do you mean?
Oh, the guy hanging there. Never mind.
Hi, buddy. They say anytime a cat appears in your stream, you get 1,000,000 more 1,000 more views. Meet the ambassadorial cat. I don't care about Carl. Screw Carl. I'll never ever think about going up in a tall building again. Oh God, please don't let me die. You know what? That feels totally sincere. Oops. Well, there goes the FBI. Holy shit.
Ooh. That'll get your heart pounding.
You think?
Oh,
Oh goodness.
Mm.
Well, they went the roof and everything else. Hey,
Mhm.
at least his foot's getting washed up in a nice, relaxing pool for a few minutes. Oh
Yeah.
hell! And here comes a helicopter down the side of the building.
Mm.
Whoa! And amazingly, that explosion still holds up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
The practical
he
effects
is.
always
He is.
hold up way better.
Mhm.
Mhm. Indeed.
I don't know if I'm with it. I don't know if I have a rare opinion, but I'm starting to really dislike the CGI stuff these days.
No,
It's
yes,
just
you're definitely
it's
not
too
alone.
much.
No. Yeti, I can understand where you're coming from. I can. And I think you and I, we grew in manga, we grew up in an era where all the effects were generally practical. It wasn't until like the 90s or so when CGI started to become more prevalent and everything.
Yeah, it was
And
good when they had that little balance where it wasn't good enough that they could get away with everything, but they used it wisely. Now it's the exact opposite.
yeah, it's a glut.
Sorry, I didn't mean
It's
to cut you
entirely-
off there.
No, Yeti, you're fine. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Totally.
It's
But I will say the thing is, CGI gives you a lot more freedom to do things that you normally you couldn't do. Say, for example, and this might be a really cliche example, but I'll use it. The Battle of Pelennor Fields in Return of the King, whether it's the theatrical version or the extended version. There's no way you could do something like that with practical effects. It just would not look right. But watching it even today, it holds up. It works and it looks real, but it doesn't detract from the film.
Yeah, it needs to be used in
the right in the right context, in the right circumstance,
sparingly, and not for every single thing. It's tiring and it's boring. Okay, here we'll take Jurassic Park for example. The original Jurassic Park versus Jurassic World. That there was a level of fear with that animatronic T-Rex. And then when you see the digital one, it doesn't stand on screen the same. It doesn't project, and you don't get that same fear. It's just, I don't know. It's like the effects are becoming boring because it's just CGI and there's so much of it.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. I think I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And Robert Rose, anything he brings up, well, for better or for worse, without the CGI, the live action Transformers couldn't have been made. Yeah, Robert, I would wholeheartedly agree with you. And I will say, the first one, I liked. The second one was okay, but after that, I lost interest. And
I like her face, the look on her face, like what?
She's like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Oh,
right in the head. Happy trails, Hans. Now, if I remember correctly, Ellis gave her that watch earlier in the movie.
Oh.
It was a gift or something from the company or whatever. No, Ellis. I think Ellis gave it to her, and well, and the expression on his face, he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
crap. The cowboy beat me." Nope, that's not a hostage. And splat. So long, Hans. Nice knowing you. Oh. And we get to have our decompress moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a minute, though, because we got one more little stinger. Oh, man. Oh, and here comes Roger. Here comes our hero and his missus. And he just knew. He just knew.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I love. And he's
Yeah.
like, yep, you made it, John.
It's such a small moment, but it's huge.
It's
It's
a good one.
massive.
I know. Yeah.
A lot of satisfaction.
It's subtle.
Mm-hmm. And that's the great thing about it. It's subtle. It's
Yeah.
not overblown.
But
East
it's
Coast.
believable.
It
like,
is.
That's what's so well done about those two characters.
Yeah.
But how many scenes did they really have together? 3 or 4? Interacting.
Maybe more than that, but yeah. This is my wife, Holly Gennaro, Holly McClane. Gotcha.
And then it just
Man.
falls apart in movie 2.
You want a debrief?
And he even gets his own redemption arc.
Al, yeah. Oh, will you just die? Thank you, Al. Hasn't lost his aim, that's for sure.
Like, how wonderful is that? It ties up every single one of those storylines. John and his wife, John and the cop, and then the cop has his own redemption from the story he just told a half an hour ago.
Yeah. It's all right, Al. This one's with me. Now you better invite him over for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh! Pop. I think she broke his nose. Or at least played it real good.
Did you get that?
Oh, yeah. You deserve to have that one gotten. Because I would wager your ass is probably fired for what you pulled.
Mhm.
And of course, you got
Even ends on a
you
Christmas
got
song.
you got old Blue Eyes,
Mhm.
Frank Sinatra. Oh man.
Oh.
What a movie. What a good
Yeah.
movie.
Thornburg, William Atherton. Yep.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up perfect.
Picture.
I especially story wise, I don't think there would be a way to improve it. It's a very tight script.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it was directed by a great one. Everything.
Yeah.
Who directed this? I'm trying to remember. Didn't John McTiernan direct this? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Hold on. I'll go get my case and look. It's not that hard. It's less than 2 feet away. Just stop my camera for a minute. Yep, Neon Sci-Fi Xmas Christmas movie makes a Christmas movie.
Yep.
And Positive Candy, you are quite welcome, sir, and I'm glad you tuned in tonight. Let's see here. Yep, John McTiernan.
Oh wow, he's done a lot of great ones. Predator,
Oh yeah.
Last Action Hero. Man.
It's okay. All right. Whew. Go ahead and close
Okay.
this.
Well, I haven't eaten dinner
that's
yet,
fine.
so now that the movie's over, I think I gotta take off and get something to eat.
No,
Yeah.
Yacast, that's perfectly fine. And Daddy, thank you for being on tonight. Mongo, you too. And
Yeah.
Sir Talks a Lot. If you catch us on the replay, thank you for popping in for when you were here. And everybody, thank you for being here tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. I have included the links for YetiCast and Mongos and for Sir Talks a Lot's channels in the chat or anything. You'll have to scroll back up a little bit, but Yeti, before you go, have you got anything coming up on your channel that you want to plug before you leave?
No, I'm just starting a new review. The next one should be, or it will be, Birds of Prey.
Okay.
And so I'm just getting started on that. And I should have that out next week. So go check that out. Yeah. And thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And Yeti, you're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're getting a little business from Master of None. Yeah, sorry. I can't necessarily agree with you on Last Action Hero, Yeti.
Wait, no, I didn't say anything about Last Action Hero.
Well, somebody did.
No, that was.
I said, I guess it's okay, but I don't really particularly care for it.
Yeah.
And hey, LDG, there would be no Watch Party without your help. And as always, it's appreciated more than you know. So thank you again. And I promise for the next one and everything, which will be in a couple of days, I'll give you more advanced notice. And just to kind of bounce off of that, well, Mongo, have you got anything coming up on your channel that you want to plug before we go?
Nothing big, really. I'm reading through one book that's pretty nice. It's King Kong versus Tarzan. It's a fun little read. I do that occasionally, but basically just stay tuned to my Twitter, and that's how you get the most updates, or the best updates on what I do on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Well, excellent. Well, and for those of you who haven't been keeping up with me on YouTube, on Twitter and everything, and Instagram, I just released part 4 of my fan fiction review and everything. And if you haven't checked that out So go ahead and go check that out. I will have part 5 coming up next week. I've got it all written out. I've just got to sit down, record it, and edit my images together along with my audio, and I'll have part 5. And I will tell you all, part 5, it's a banger. It's a humdinger. So just keep that in mind. As for tomorrow, don't have anything going on tomorrow, but Friday I will be bringing you all a triple header, and LDG, this first part is for you. Friday morning, 11:30 Central Time, I will be doing a watch party for the latest episode of The Mandalorian. So hope to see some of you all there. If not, catch the replay. And then Friday afternoon, 2:30 Central Time, we'll be back with the Council of Ones. We'll be reviewing the another episode of Babylon 5 from season 2. And then I don't know if he's still in the chat or if he was ever able to get his young and under control. I'll be over on Superior Hero Reviews channel, and we'll be doing a review of the animated Batman movie Hush. So, and that'll be at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 Eastern if you're on the Eastern time. So, but I want to thank everybody that was in the chat. And I know there was a lot of you here. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. Next Christmas stream will be next Friday night and everything. And going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some Christmas karaoke. I haven't set a time as of yet, but I will keep you all updated and everything on a time for that and everything. And then to wrap up the Christmas streams, we'll be doing another watch party for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That probably that most likely will be on a Wednesday night, possibly a Friday. I'm not sure yet because, well, the last episode of Mandalorian comes out that week, and I might be busy with that. So, but I want to thank YetiCast. I want to thank Sir Nerdlog, Mongo's Big Think, all of you in the chat. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I enjoyed bringing you all this watch party. So, that all being said, y'all have a great night, a very Merry Christmas, and until next time, these are the ambassadors signing off.
I have always been